After months of careful planning, event day has finally arrived. While many people might think all that's left is to execute your fundraiser or meeting, the seasoned planner knows that there's still much work left to do with engagement. This includes communicating with attendees, ensuring audience interaction, bolstering meaningful connections, continuing event promotions, and setting yourself up for future success. In those last days just before your event, you'll want to make sure that you are communicating with your registrants so that they know what to expect and what to do. We can best assist and engage our audience by answering 3 questions. First, what kind of information should you send out? Regardless of whether the event is held on-site or online, attendees will want to know about the schedule, how to access the registration information, the code of conduct, and any frequently asked questions. It's also a great time to promote your sponsors and exhibitors if you have them. Next, let's think about your on-site events. What details are important? You'll want to provide them with additional information to help them navigate the event and host city. This includes things like dress code, significant weather announcements, things they should bring with them, and transportation and parking information. Hotel information, city highlights, and local tours can also be helpful. Lastly, what do they need for a virtual event? This includes the event URL, logon instructions, troubleshooting tips, and any other important technical details. Engaging with your attendees is another important step just before and on event day. A major key here is to know what kind of information your audience needs and how you should deliver it to them. Email is a great way to share a lot of information at once, while social media works best for a constant stream of reminders, announcements, and updates. Your engagement should also have an intention of directing attendees where you want them to go. You want to be part of an ongoing conversation so that you can also address concerns, answer questions, and clear up any confusion that might be out there. And doing all of this, you of course want to make sure you are choosing your best messaging options. Social media management platform Buffer says that quotes and multimedia posts are the most likely to capture your followers' attention. Things like teasing your speakers or providing a photo booth or backdrop can get you the kind of engagement you're looking for at an event. You can also share behind-the-scenes photos, launch audience polls, and stream Q&A sessions. Let's turn our thoughts to networking. This is often the ultimate goal of any engagement opportunity. Attendees want to interact with one another, and it's up to you as the event planner to facilitate opportunities and spaces for that to happen. In fact, according to event management technology firm Eventry, 82% of corporate attendees have networking as their top priority when going to an event. And Sertomans are no different. This kind of connectivity is important in organizations like ours because our attendees are often looking to be part of something bigger than themselves. They tend to seek out long-term, meaningful relationships. That's why I'd encourage you to find ways to encourage networking for your event long before game day. Do you have a private online group for your members? If you don't have a group set up on Facebook or another virtual platform, consider building one around your event. Find ways to connect and excite attendees with engaging posts aimed at building up your community. Let's look at some ideas for networking, starting with on-site events. Project-based workshops are popular at educational events. This style helps attendees retain as much as 50% of the information once the event is over, according to the American Society of Association Executives. This connectivity solution becomes even more impactful when small groups of attendees work together to come up with solutions to real-world problems. It's estimated that information retention grows to 90% with these groups. Utilize your venue and its surroundings. If you're able to break up meeting locations throughout the event, ASAE says that you may benefit from new and different perspectives. Offer mid-session activities. Things like breakout groups, interactive polls, and instant feedback get your attendees involved in the action and working with each other. Make it fun. Human bingo, competitive networking, and conditional discounting from exhibitors are all proven tactics according to the event tech firm Eventry. Find ways to engage first-timers. If it's something like a regional convention or major club meeting, have your club leaders on hand to welcome and guide newbies. And include networking spaces. Beverage stations and social lounges are prime real estate for this. You can include icebreaker questions or solution wall to help facilitate conversation further. Now, let's turn to thinking about ways to help your members and attendees network at an online event. Start your networking early. As soon as an attendee registers, offer them a networking space to meet other attendees, such as a Facebook group or other online forum. Kick off your event with an online happy hour or reception. Keep it casual, light, and fun. Build in time for networking breakouts. You can pre-design these opportunities by a host of demographics or simply allow attendees to gather naturally. Create a networking guide. Visible blogs suggest providing quality content and tips to help your virtual attendees improve and make the most of gathering opportunities. The more personalized to your event you can be, the better. Spark a discussion on your online community. And finally, find ways to engage before and after the event with additional content, such as an attendees-only webinar or a curated conversation with key leadership or presenters. Testimonials can be another great way to engage with your attendees. Not only are you ensuring that you're holding one-on-one conversations with those supporting your event, you're also setting your club up for future marketing opportunities. Reviews play an important part in buying decisions. According to Eventzilla, an online registration software provider, 91% of people read online reviews and 84% trust reviews much as personal endorsement. Knowing this, it's easy to see why you want to make sure you're capturing the enthusiasm and words of praise from attendees. Once you have your testimonials in place, Eventzilla says you can use them to tell attendee stories through engaging online videos, promote guest satisfaction in your sponsorship sales collateral, offer recommendations on your event registration page, supplement promotional content in your email marketing, and provide new messaging for paid advertising. Event production company Temple Rock Productions offers 4 best practices to make sure you get the most of your testimonials. To start with, you'll want to seek out attendee testimonials during the event. This is true whether it's held online or in person. You can capture videos, pull quotes from evaluations, collect written comments, and conduct feedback polls, all while your guests are still focused at your event. Next, remember that media matters. How will you use your testimonials? Let the answer to this question guide what kind of information you gather and how you get it. Craft your message. Temple Rock suggests finding ways to lead the witness with a well-planned pitch. Word choice matters, so the company advises using upbeat multiple-choice questions for best results. Finally, get permission. Make sure that individuals understand that you will be using their responses to publicly promote the event, now and in the future. And that brings us to the end of today's session. Communicating with attendees is important to ensuring audience engagement, both with your club and each other. Without these meaningful connections, something may be lost at your event. However, when you take the time to thoughtfully plan for ways for your members and attendees to come together, you open your club up to new event promotional opportunities and set yourself up for future success. You can find additional resources, including the Club Event Planning Guide in our Members Center at members.sertoma.org. You can also interact with your staff and fellow members in our members-only group on Facebook by using the link on your screen.